the rain just kept hitting me and I was like, oh, oh.
I like us better when we are together. Top down, cruising through this life forever. I like us better when we are together. Dinner or movies, I'm down for whichever.
Hey everyone!
Hi!
It's your girl, Priscilla Cybin.
And I'm Luna Soul, and this is Trash Pop. I'll never get over that.
Me either, girl. We have the best intro on YouTube.
Period.
Girl, we are back here on our channel another week, just doing our thing.
Damn, people are gonna think I live with you now.
We're the bitches who just don't stop.
It's kind of like that infection you've been dealing with. You just keep coming back.
You should get some ointment for that.
With like the new strain. We're resistant. We're terrible. Okay, but let's get serious. Well, not really, because this is not a very serious video. Let's start out with a little disclaimer.
Yeah, girl.
What you see on this channel I'm about to read is just hypothetical. We aren't saying we've done these drugs, but we are saying that this is what would happen if we did take these drugs.
This video is for educational purposes only. And once again, on our channel, if you are under the age of 18, this is not the video for you.
Click away,
so
baby.
Click off.
You think they clicked off? I don't think they clicked off.
I'm serious, go. No minors.
Why did I call your mom?
I know her number. No, but for real though, this is hypothetical and educational. This video today is all about drugs.
One of my favorite things. Kidding. Hey, where would I be without them? Prescription and non-prescription.
I'm sure people watching our videos think that we're definitely druggies.
I mean, probably.
And you would be right.
I've dabbled.
Yeah, I mean, we have some stories.
We had fun when we were younger. I mean, who doesn't?
Let's just like start from the beginning then, girl.
Okay, first thing I ever started smoking was the marijuana.
Same, girl.
I was like 19 when I think I first tried it though. That's one thing, if you're gonna do it, wait until your brain's fully developed.
Right? Right? That's what you and I did not start drugs very early.
No, I wanted to wait until I was mostly through most of my development.
It was after high school for both of us, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alcohol though, that's another story.
Only a little bit earlier for me though.
Oh, I liked it. But I wasn't an alcoholic, not until I was 20.
Yeah, I remember experimenting with weed very early on and just having a good time.
Now that I live in California, I smoke that shit every day.
You do, girl.
I got myself a nice vape pen and ooh, she on cloud 9. But you know what? I don't smoke at work. I'm the type of person that I just like to chill and relax with my high. So like, why would I want to go to work? So I did do it once when I was younger. I have to admit, I worked at a gas station. I was working overnight, and it was actually when I first started. Yeah. So like, I was not used to it. I smoked a little bit more than she probably should have. I will say for about 3 hours, best customer service of my life. But like, girl, I was like paranoid the whole time.
I used to smoke a lot of weed back in the day, and I really tapered off now because like, I'm one of those people where like weed eventually became something that made me more paranoid than chill.
It did that to me for a while there too, but then I went back. I'm not paranoid anymore.
Because once that happens, and I've heard it's happened to other people too, once you get that paranoia, it completely loses the fun.
That's how my friend was like that too. She would only smoke like 2 or 3 puffs. Yeah. Because she would always get too paranoid, and I always used to make fun of her, but then I understood when it happened. I think I've tried Molly.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I don't know if it was actually Molly. I'm also a person with ADHD, so it didn't do anything to me.
Right.
I tried it 3 separate times.
I've never tried that.
Didn't do anything. What else?
We've done
acid.
Theoretically, of course.
Yeah.
And that was always fun for me. I've never had a bad trip on acid. I've always just felt just very
euphoric.
Yes, and very in the oneness. Like, I didn't have a sense
LSD has like actual purpose too. Like it can help you come to terms with things.
Yeah.
It can help you, if you microdose, just like kind of like Miss psilocybin, you could probably microdose.
Yeah, you can. Oh girl, this one time, I decided to do acid on my own. And theoretically, of course, I smoked a little bit of weed too. And I went off for a walk in the woods in the middle of winter. Girl, it was like 7 a.m. and I'm just walking through these woods. And this walk usually is very short and like really easy to do.
Whose bed did you end up in?
I got lost in those woods, girl. I felt like Little Red Riding Hood, and there was just like bad wolves all around me. Maybe that was a little bit of a bad trip, but I was just like walking for like what
but
felt
were you
like
scared?
No.
I don't think it was a bad trip.
I was just wondering, like, when am I gonna get out of these woods? Because it felt like I was in there for hours. When I finally came out of the woods, I was like, thank fucking God. Thank God. And then acid has always been a good thing for me though, because I tripped with my brother once.
You have to be careful though, because you never know what you're getting these days.
You need to test it.
Test it. We did not, and we should have.
The trip with my brother, we were like looking into each other's eyes, and I had this really spiritual feeling. Like I felt like I got in touch with a higher power, like with a God.
I agree.
And I actually, you know how like in movies and stuff, like somebody will like fall to their knees, and it's like very dramatic.
Oh yeah.
Girl, I actually felt in my knees. Like,
wow.
I just felt my body give out, and I just started crying because I felt this like universal love, and that was fun as hell. Like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Drugs can be kind of fun. They can teach you more about yourself, educationally, of course.
I'm going to school to be a psychologist. I feel like I'm okay to talk about this.
Right? Now, girl, let's say theoretically, if you and I were to do magic mushrooms, how do you think that experience would have
I think that experience would be A-okay. I would feel like a ray of sunshine, I think.
Girl, in the rain, this is so funny. We were coming back into the house, and it was raining a little bit, and I was getting hit by the rain, and my whole body felt like a sexual organ. And
it felt so good.
The rain I almost felt like I was gonna come. Like, the rain just kept hitting me, and I was like,
It's like she had that butt plug in. I have experienced synesthesia.
Yes, girl.
That was the most interesting thing. We were listening to music. I was seeing so many different, like, oranges and, like, violets with every song that came on. And I felt like I almost tasted it, too. It was weird. There was, like, this sweetness on my tongue. Oh, that was so much fun.
And
theoretically.
Theoretically, girl. Theoretically. And I think you and I, we like to use drugs to have fun, but I mean, with Luna being a psychology major and me being like very interested in spirituality, you are too. But we also like to do drugs for like spiritual purposes and healing purposes.
I find it to be very therapeutic.
Yes.
There's so much research out there with psilocybin these days, and there's so much good coming from them. Like it is an amazing drug. And it's an amazing medicine, let's be honest. It's an amazing medicine. This is not just like a drug. This is medicine.
Yes, because theoretically, if I were to do mushrooms with Luna, I would have had a really healing experience. I would have cried away a lot of layers of pain and felt like I got in touch with myself again. Theoretically. I mean, I could see that happening for me. And
me for the video. I'm kidding.
I've also had a bad trip on mushrooms once though, but that's because I didn't open myself to that pain.
And you also did.
And I did way more, girl. But I shut down and I got really scared. It was a very scary experience. So obviously, if you're going to try any of these, you need to do it in a safe setting. You need to know what you're using, what you're taking.
But we don't condone it. Don't do it.
But we don't. We're not telling you to do drugs on this channel.
Like, I know we're making it sound like, it's this awesome experiences, but like, it can really not be.
Yes. We know from certain people in our lives that
drugs can go bad.
It can be bad too. So you need to know and do what's best for you. I think Luna and I have talked on this channel before that we both have known people afflicted by addiction.
Many people.
And there are certain drugs that I will never touch.
Heroin, meth.
How do you feel about like drugs with like in the law? I feel like most drugs should be decriminalized.
Oh, all of them. I think all drugs.
You think so?
All drugs.
Me too, girl.
All drugs. It's been shown to help. If you decriminalize it, then like there goes a bunch of crime because there's no more crime you need for it. It's all legal.
Right. And if there were like safe places to access drugs, to access clean needles, and then also more support for people who have addiction, wouldn't this be such a better society?
I feel like I would know people that are still alive if the systems were better.
For real though.
Drugs have taken a lot from us.
So I really first started getting interested in psychedelics because I read a lot of spiritual stuff, girl.
I can see it now.
One of my favorite books is Be Here Now by Ram Dass. I'm really into, Eastern spirituality, especially as it's like, certain spiritual teachers have come from India to bring their teachings to the West. Certain teachers have come from like, Tibet and Nepal to bring their teachings to the West. And I'm really interested in expanding my mind and learning about these cultures. And I mean, I really love the time of the 60s and 70s where people were experimenting with psychedelics for the first time and like really opening their minds. And, you know,
there was some really good research coming out around that time too.
Yes, and then it all shut down during the war on drugs with Reagan.
Psychology was really trying to push the edge of psychedelics.
And do you know who had the most to lose from the war on drugs? Black people.
Minorities.
And like peace.
And marginalized them. Yep.
Yeah, people who were protesting the draft in the Vietnam War. Reagan outlawed drugs and made this war on drugs, and it handled Black people and it handled those people who were, you know, fighting for peace.
Yep, they just wanted to take something away from them.
And honestly,
they wanted to make them look like they were criminals. Honestly, they wanted to have some. They wanted a victim. They wanted a
scapegoat.
They wanted a scapegoat.
Yeah.
That's really what they wanted, because there was way more going on. There was the war in Vietnam that we should have never been in. No.
Because there was a lot of really exciting stuff, because like Luna and I mentioned in the video earlier, these drugs, these medicines are actually showing therapeutic potential.
They're changing the game for many treatment plans out there.
The more we can research them, the better we can be as a society. I feel like you and I have just a very complex, nuanced view of drugs, because we're both like, there are definitely some bad things, and there are some really good things too. And you have to have the wisdom to know the difference.
You have to be safe. You have to be knowledgeable. You can't go in not knowing what you're doing.
But also, girl, drugs can be fun.
Can be.
And, you know, sometimes you do like to party.
Right? Sometimes you just want to let go.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you. If you made it this far, I love you.
Yeah,
marry me.
Give us a comment down below. How do you feel about drugs? Theoretically.
We don't want to know what you try.
DM us on Twitter.
And with that,
it's your girl, Priscilla Cybin.
And I'm Luna So. And this
Shrek.
is not the right words.
She's on drugs.
Actually not. She's sober. Alright. And with that,
I'm Priscilla Cybin.
And I'm Luna So. And Trash Pop's gonna make the world pop. Bitch.